good afternoon, Manchester and all the surrounding area. Hey, I got it right.
You did.
Yes,
You remembered where you were this
yeah,
time.
this I remember where I am. And you know what? We're very fortunate today. Well, I'm fortunate to have you back today, first of all.
Thank you.
And
Happy Valentine's Day.
And you too. And we have a beautiful young lady.
Yes, we do.
Who's very tall, and she's single, folks.
Uh-oh.
I like playing
causing trouble.
matchmaking too. Okay, and she is a financial advisor. Okay, and you want to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name is Alim. I live here in Manchester, born in Egypt, Southern Sudanese.
Okay.
Yeah, and I work in finance.
And do you enjoy working in finance?
I do. Well, the main thing is that I really just enjoy helping people, and that's another way for me to help people and give back.
Are you a broker or?
No, wealth management. We're registered with RIA, Alternative Capitalis.
Okay, so it keeps you busy.
Yeah, it keeps me busy.
And people are panicking over the finances in this country now.
Hey, we all care about our finances, right?
Oh yeah, you know, I've made it and I've lost it, lost it. Now I'm much happier the way I am, you know. And one thing I'm also looking at you as well is you are going to be successful.
I am?
Yeah, you're going to actually have your own business.
Mm-hmm. Well, Eric alluded to that you have other aspirations and dreams and goals, so I like it.
Do you know Eric?
Not too well, but yeah, I know Eric.
Yeah, he's going to be coming on our show.
He's great.
In April, yeah.
He's a nice man.
Yeah. Well, you shuffle these for me, and then while we're doing it, because you're on 3 here,
I'm not the best shuffler, so.
I just need your energy.
Huh?
You know, one of the things that I'm looking at you too, your life growing up wasn't always the easiest for you. You've had to work very hard for everything you have. Does that make sense to you?
Oh yeah.
Nothing was granted to you. In other words, you weren't the Cinderella and held a wand and it all came out to you. Am I correct?
That'd be nice.
You know, wouldn't that be? But would you appreciate it? You appreciate it more now by working.
I appreciate working hard because it gives me a good work ethic.
Right. Are you also in school?
Yeah, I'm studying online.
Okay.
I want to get my MBA.
Oh, you're gonna. Everything. The one thing I know about you, and I'm looking at your aura, and we'll be reading you together. So just to let you know, one thing as I'm looking at your aura, whenever you set your mind out to, you will accomplish. And one thing I know is you're not a quitter.
No.
You may get discouraged. Those damn men, honey, they're not worth it, you know. But you may get discouraged. But I also know you have a lot more success coming. I don't know what's in Chicago, but I see you go to Chicago.
Maybe out that way. I'm not sure Chicago's right, but it's a C place.
Yeah. So Chicago.
C?
Yeah, like Chicago, Cleveland, or wherever, California. You're never going to be in one place at one time for long periods of time because I think your spirit is too restless. Okay. One of the things that I'm also looking at with you too is that psychically you have a tremendous amount of power, but it's all in the positive way. Okay. There's no voodoo or no witchcraft or anything like that. I know what that's. You probably know what that's. But that's not you because you carry the love of the spirit in your heart.
They do.
But I would never get you upset. I would run and hide until you calmed down.
Yeah, you don't want to get me upset.
Yeah. A little bit of a temper.
Yeah, do you have a little temper when you get going?
When you're pushed enough.
It takes a lot.
I'm slow to anger.
Yeah.
But when I'm there, I'm there.
Yeah, I'm hiding until you get down. So, you guys, she's single. She's 22. Awesome looking. Just don't get her bad. But you're also very dedicated, very honest.
I am.
Okay. You don't know how to be dishonest.
I hate it. It just eats me up.
It's not that's what I'm saying, you know. You're a person that if they're honest with you, you're honest with. But you're also a very forgiving person.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
She's taught me how to do that. Huh?
Yeah, no. Forgiveness is
the root
for the strong. It takes a strong person to be forgiving.
Yeah. And when you're doing that, you're allowing yourself to win and not the other person.
Yeah.
Because as long as, and I've learned from her throughout the years, and as long as we hold that resentment, then the other people are winning. You're not.
It allows me to move forward.
Right.
Are you an artist?
I am.
That's another part of your psychic ability.
I am an artist. So the thing is, I actually haven't. I used to be a violinist. I used to draw and paint and write poetry. But ever since I got into finance, I just haven't touched it.
It's time to do those things, but for you,
Yeah.
just for your pure pleasure for now.
What do you do to relax?
I meditate.
Okay.
I exercise.
But while you're meditating, you're thinking about finances.
I try not to.
That's
Take out 5 cards.
you know, the
please.
violin, the
Five
Don't
cards?
look
poetry.
at it. Take out 5. Just bring your mic up.
Those things will allow you to get out of your head and back into
Right.
your heart.
Are you a concert violinist?
No.
You could be. But you have to follow your dream and you have to follow your heart.
My granddaughter's learning violin. She's only 7, but
The violin and the cello are my favorite.
yeah. We gave her a choice, and she chose the violin and piano.
Yeah.
So she's learning both right now.
Yeah. My granddaughter is learning how to play the guitar like her father, like her boyfriend. You know. One thing I will also see with you, don't be discouraged with your family members.
With my family members?
Right. You're going to have to set the example
For them?
for them. Whether your brother and sister are older or young, because you have that initiative to achieve. You understand what I mean by that? You have a brother that's not so ambitious.
How did you know? Oh.
And that's what I do. We're used
That's
to
what
that,
they
you know.
pay him the money
And
for.
you're actually, because of what your ambition is, nothing is going to hold you back. Only you. I actually see you owning several apartment buildings.
Real estate?
That'd be a good investment. Time to buy and time
Just
to
don't
buy.
let the success
Yeah.
spoil you.
Don't
No.
let it get to
And
my
that's
head.
the only thing I'm worried about with you, because once you start being that successful, the spirit can take it all away again. Believe me, I've had that. You are going to meet someone that's going to become very compatible with you. Okay? He's about 5 years older than you are. He also has the same goal in mind that you do. I'm not sure if you know him already or not, but I've seen there's someone that might be interested in you. But you're very selective of who you want to go out with.
I am.
You're also kind of a snob.
No.
Yeah.
No,
No.
just because she's particular doesn't make her a snob. It makes her discerning, and that's
When she's walking there, believe me, she's a princess.
more women need to
No, I
be
like that.
more men
You're
and
more
women
of-
need to
I'm
be
No
just,
one-
discerning.
I've just become more protective of,
Right.
of who I
Right.
decide
You've
to.
been hurt
Exactly.
many times by
I
other
have
people.
been. I have
Right.
been.
And now, the problem is now you got such an iron cast around your heart, you're afraid to let love come in.
Maybe in a couple of years.
Yeah, plus you're not ready yet.
No.
Okay. And I definitely don't see you having a child until you're around 28 to 30 years old.
Makes sense.
And they will be twins.
Okay.
But by then you'll be able to have a nanny. Because the one thing about you is you'll be able to learn how to balance your career with being motherhood.
But I still see you as a hands-on mother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know he said nanny, and a lot of people think that means you're gonna.
that's
No,
I have, I
not
have,
in
I
your-
have, I
definitely
have
not
a
in
lot
your
of friends
case.
that have nanny
Right.
built in nanny.
right, but
And they're
people
still
assume
hands-on.
that, right? Yeah. But I know with you,
I see
you're
you go to
definitely
law
a
school.
hands-on mom.
I do want to get my JD.
You know, I know you're going to become a hell of a lawyer.
You think so?
Oh, I know so. If you were a criminal lawyer, no one would stand a chance to get you. You will always have, whether in court or whether you're mitigating, no, you said that right? Yeah, mitigating.
Mhm.
Mitigating, you will always have that young, innocent look. Okay. But boy, when it comes down to the nitty gritty, you'll be able to slam them.
Well, because
You go in there, well,
you actually learn things. You don't, we all know people who skim the surface of subjects to get by, but you actually learn what you want to learn. You know what I mean?
And
so
you're
that
not
you're going to
lazy
have
about
that
it.
deep knowledge that it's going to benefit you in every way.
You know, I never shared with anybody that I wanted to get my JD. Just my MBA.
You're going to be getting your law degree. You're going to be getting. You're getting your
But am I
MBA,
going to be
no
a
problem.
practicing lawyer?
A practicing attorney.
If you choose to.
Yeah, but it's good to have that background so when you want to
Just-
motivate in your career.
You know, that and your finance background's going to help you a lot when you have a ton of money, because
And
no
you are gonna have a
one's
ton
going to
of
be
money.
able to
Play with me.
play with
Yeah,
you, because
shingle
you're
on
going to
that.
know your business.
And you're going to be. I actually see you as a congressperson.
A what?
I was thinking, I
Really?
had the same thought, politics for
Yeah.
some reason,
I see you as a congressperson.
because you don't like the division.
God.
I
Like,
do
you
see
know
you
how you
running
said
as
you-
for unity.
Right. Yeah, like you said, I agree with you. I don't like the labels of either they're a Democrat or they're Republican or they're liberal tea, green tea, or whatever
Yeah,
they
there's-
want to
yeah.
call it. You know, all that stuff.
Just call
They're
yourself
so
an American.
diversified. You know.
You know?
Yeah.
You're gonna run like an independent, strong person, and you will win.
Yeah.
And you know, one thing is you will always protect your twins. That doesn't mean that all this is going to happen overnight, obviously.
No, this is
I
this
think
is
you will
long
have
term
time.
down the road. Yeah,
I'm looking at 10 years down the road.
or more. I think for
Yeah.
the politics.
And you'll have one marriage.
Really? Oh
And
my
it'll
God,
last.
I'm so happy about that.
It'll last.
You will live together until you really get to know each other. Then, oh, honey, I love you. Winter's wing, I do well.
But he'll only be 5 years older than me?
Yeah.
You think so?
You want him
agree?
older?
No, it's just because lately I
I think
haven't
mature-wise,
I
yeah.
haven't been attracted to people around my age group lately.
No,
Yeah,
This is going to be
well,
more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's gonna
find
be-
the right.
You're going to resist like there is no tomorrow. Okay.
But secretly,
Yeah,
you're going to
gonna
be
want-
like, no, this is the one.
Yeah,
But
you
you
wanna
don't
be-
want him to know that.
No.
So you're going to be like, sorry, dude.
You're gonna play
You're
hard
gonna have to
get or
work for it.
whatever. Yeah.
But
Typical
you'll
woman.
know. I think you'll know instantaneously
Yeah.
when you see him.
You're going to meet him when you either some kind of a convention or something when you least expect it. Believe
Yeah,
me.
it'll be.
Your family may
Yeah.
not approve of him.
Is he gonna not be Sudanese?
That's right.
Is he gonna be
Probably
Sudanese?
not
No.
Sudanese.
No.
And that's
Okay.
why they wouldn't approve.
Right, exactly. And that will be
Well, you can be kind of rebellious when you want to be.
a little bit, huh?
Yeah, well, I'm being nice when I say that, you know.
Just like,
Because you have your own mind, you have your own thoughts, and you're going to do it the way you want.
And we're not trying to imply that she doesn't love her culture or her
Oh, no.
family or anything like
Oh,
that.
no.
You just have your own mind, and you're going to follow your heart, and that's a beautiful thing.
And no one's going to tell you. The one thing I do know, whether it's family member or whatever, they're not going to control you. You were controlled as a child,
yeah,
okay? And your dad was very controlling.
yeah, both of them, both of them.
When you broke that leash, you said never again, and you have kept that vow. And doesn't mean that you don't love them, because you do.
I do.
And it doesn't mean that you're not going to have anything to do with them. It's just that when you see them not making, reaching their potential, it's very discerning to you.
Spot on.
Hey, I used a new word.
You did
But-
a good
Yes,
job.
I did. Discerning. Yeah.
Spot on.
You know. Is your dad in his late 40s, early 50s?
Early 50s.
Is he a little bit overweight?
He needs to hit the gym, but he's not bad.
I'm seeing some heart problems.
He does have heart.
Okay, and I'm looking at him not really caring for himself the way he should.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also concerned about some of the medication the doctor may put him on. Because he could be a walking zombie with some of the medication. You know, he can heal thy body himself. Does he sing?
He loves to.
He has a beautiful voice.
He used to.
Yeah.
He no longer.
He also gets very discouraged very easily.
He does. Maybe that's what it is.
You have to build him up. How often do you talk with him?
Not too much because he's really growing up I used to associate myself closer to him because he's the one who studied finance. He got me into finance. He made me
need
believe
to
in myself.
Right. You need to stick out the olive branch a little bit more.
I need to what?
Stick the olive branch out a little bit more. And you need to let him know.
Something's hurting him.
Yeah.
I know. I don't have his permission to read him, but it's bouncing off of you so strongly. Something is hurting him.
Right. I don't know that he might have done something that whatever he did with you, and that you need to learn how to forgive him.
Yeah, he never did anything wrong with me.
Okay. Well, you need to let him know that. Okay.
I think,
Does he
yeah,
feel that?
he might think he's let you down somehow, or
I do, because I'm very sensitive to people's feelings, so I can tell how they're feeling immediately when they're talking to me, and I can tell that he feels like he's a failure.
yeah.
And you need to encourage him more. You need to play almost like the parent role, like,
Yeah.
to build him up more. And then once he builds it up more, you two could have, and will have a lot better relationship. Because right now it's kind of touchy. Call him up. Did you wish him a happy Valentine's Day?
No,
Please do that for him.
I will.
How far away does he live from you?
He lives in Manchester.
No.
He's close
How
to me.
about offering to take him out to dinner?
Okay.
I'm going to hold you to it.
Okay, I'll take him out to dinner.
Okay. Now, she and your mother live together?
They do.
Well, take them both out.
I will.
And just make a surprise for them. I'm going to tell you right now, since you agree with me, that will mean so much to them, for you doing that. Remember, they helped you to get where you are. May not be, the way you would like to have had it done, but they taught you proper ethics, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're kind of disappointed because they haven't reached their goal, but they're happy. Am I not right? Mm-hmm. They're very happy in their own little world, shall we say. Your mother's very strong psychically.
Oh, she is the strongest woman I know.
Oh, I'd love to have her come on the show.
You should.
Get her to have her call me and see if we can get her on. Don't you think that would be cool?
Sure.
Yeah. I love having different people on. I really do. You're also going to learn 3 other languages. How many languages do you speak now?
I speak 2. I speak Tukmanjang and English.
You need to learn how to speak Spanish.
And what about Arabic?
And that too.
That would be very helpful.
And then what's the third language?
And the other one could be whatever you choose
French?
to be. Yeah, Russian.
Russian?
Could I actually look at you do a lot of international financing? You're a go-getter. No, there's no grass going to grow under your feet because they won't have time.
But you are an empath.
Yeah.
Which is what you were saying, when you feel people's feelings when you talk to them. So you do need to learn to protect yourself from that.
Right.
To know when, so you don't take on someone else's stuff.
That's what my concern is.
Yeah.
I also will tell
You
you
can
this
do that.
too. There are 2 people that are very jealous of what you're doing because they're too lazy to reach their own goals. And you know who they are. And you don't need them in your life. You forgive them, but just walk on to your own life. You have a very good best friend, don't you?
I do. I do.
You two support each other,
Yeah.
and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Only you're not domesticated.
What do you mean?
I mean, you keep a clean house,
Yeah.
but you're not. That's not your favorite thing to do.
Cleaning my house?
Yeah.
Keeping a clean house?
In other words, you prefer to be working than to be cleaning.
I prefer to be working than to be cleaning, but then I look at a mess and I have to clean it up.
Right.
I just hate spending time.
And the one thing about you is you know where everything in your house is,
Yes.
and you know if there's something disorganized in there.
Yes, I know.
And I gotta tell you, you got a lot of spirits that love to tease you.
Huh?
You got a couple of spirits in your house.
Mhm.
Is it an apartment?
Mhm.
Okay. In that apartment, you have you got a couple of spirits in there love to get you going. They like you a whole lot, but they like to tease you because they know that you get excitable very easily.
Excitable?
Yeah. In other words, like you might think you put your key over here and then you find it over here. When you actually did put your key over here, but they're moving around.
That's not nice.
I know, but they do it they do like you. They don't want you to move from there. You've been there quite a while?
Mm-hmm.
But you will. You will move.
Oh, yeah, you will
Everybody-
eventually move. When it's
everybody
time
knows
to
that.
go, they're going to wish you well. The young
They're not
man's
gonna
about
come with me?
17 years old. Huh?
No, they stay with the building.
Yeah, no. That's why people have a misconception of. They
Well,
think
it
they-
depends. I
Yeah,
mean,
as a
if they
person.
were associated with
When you-
a piece of furniture, a piece of jewelry, something like that, these particular ones he's speaking of, they belong to the not the building so much as the land the building was built on.
Okay, so when we first came to Manchester, we lived in the Elmwood projects for a little bit.
Ooh, that's spooky.
Yeah. And that was the first time I ever saw, I felt like had like a demon inside of me for a little.
I was going to say, I have a friend.
And no one would believe me.
Yeah. Oh, no, you
yeah,
did.
No, yeah.
Oh, you did.
They would they were trying.
Trying to, but you
But
wouldn't allow
you're
them
too well
to.
protected, and you didn't give in to them. So they were trying
See
to.
what you grew yourself
You're very
out of the Elmwood
smarter.
project. And you need to be there. But look at you now. You have a nice apartment, right? You have a nice car.
I do.
Very beautiful clothes.
I do.
You're a hot to trot mama.
My mother's amazing.
But you went from nothing to where you are. But it didn't come easy, did it?
No.
But you're also very grateful.
I am.
Okay.
I am.
You cried many a night. You graduated with honors from high school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, high school.
West High School.
West High School. That's a pretty good high school.
Yeah, in 2014.
But you graduated with honors. There were many a nights where you always thought you were not going to make it, huh?
Yeah.
You would almost get ready. Was your dad the big backbone encouraging you to do? Education was important to him, or was it your mother?
Both of them.
Okay.
Both of them.
Because they wanted a better life.
Right,
for
they
you.
wanted a better.
They want
You played basketball?
Yeah.
You were pretty one of the stars, weren't you?
I wouldn't say that.
You were Mona. Yeah, I would say it because you're Mona. You don't like good pat on the back. Honey, grab it. Grab it. I mean, I was the same way. She's the same way. But it's good. I have a big ego. But I've learned to cut it down.
Well, I guess I'm just worried that my ego would lead me astray. I don't want to be that.
Well, it
person.
can. Ego's a tool, and it's okay to. I mean, everybody has an ego, but it's controlling it, not letting it control you.
Ego, greed, etc.
Right.
I used
Greed, anger, all those are separate. Those are different entities.
Oh, I had an ego like there was no tomorrow when I first started my TV show. I'm the superstar 18 years ago, and then we went over here, and I would have guests on, and I looked in the mirror one day, and my ego, the spirit says to me, "Who the hell do you think you are?" I go, "Oh, well, I'm the superstar." Guess what? He brought my ego down. And every once in a while, my ego will come up, and she reminds me that I can't allow, because we have to have a little bit of ego. We don't have to have a whole lot.
It's a tool.
Yeah,
it's
that's all it
tool.
is. You know.
Balance.
I would encourage you to get back into musical playing, just for your own relaxation.
That's what I'm saying. I think you should be doing that just
Cello,
purely for yourself.
Just for yourself. You know. Do you live with your parents?
No.
You live by
But
yourself?
they own the building.
Oh, they own the
Yeah,
building.
so they're there.
So there again, they came from Elmwood
Yeah, Elmwood Projects.
to buying a building. Isn't that, welcome to America, right? Isn't that success?
That's the immigrant dream.
Yeah, isn't it? And see, it goes to show you, folks, you can live in the worst place in the world as a child or as a person, but you can also build yourself out of that. Your dad worked hard to be where he's at.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Your mother, she's not very tall, is she?
Neither of them are. No, she's
You're the
an
tallest.
Am I the tallest? No, my brothers are.
Remember,
No, I mean,
she has shoes on. So.
Okay. Yeah, you got shoes on. But I also, when she speaks, you better listen.
Yeah.
Is she watching this, by the way?
No, she doesn't even know I'm on here.
Oh, you might want to text her and tell her, you know. But when she speaks, you better listen. She's not afraid to smack.
No, she's not.
Okay. Your dad lets her do the disciplining.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go see your mother.
Yeah, my father never laid a hand on us.
And that's why he knew that if you go see mother, then you knew you were in trouble.
But my father had a way with words.
Yeah. But you knew when he was serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you were always so afraid of disappointing him.
Yeah.
You haven't. You're not into drugs, right?
No.
You're not. You drink a cocktail once in a while.
Yeah.
You can't. You get too crazy on cocktails. It's almost like you're allergic to them.
Yeah, I did have an alcohol problem. I did.
And you're sober now?
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I wouldn't say sober. I just control.
You know how
it
to
now.
control it.
Yeah.
I've been sober now 22 years. You know, but you chose to get it better.
I did.
You chose it.
Because it was a
Do you
problem.
have a dental plan?
No.
No, you better get one.
I don't.
And I'm seeing 3, 4 cavities.
Okay.
When you brush your teeth, you're like a jackhammer. You know how to jackhammer to do this, and you're the same way.
I am not. I have
No,
a
you're not
toothbrush
anymore.
that tells me if I push too hard.
Really? Oh, good. Because you have to get all that night
And
out.
that's gonna hurt. That hurts my teeth.
It can damage your
Thank you,
teeth,
Dan.
yeah.
Because you take a lot of protection off it. Okay. I recommend people use Sensodyne.
I don't because it has fluoride in it. Fluoride's very bad for you.
Really? Oh, I
Yes.
use it all the time.
Yeah, I know. But any toothpaste with fluoride's bad for you.
What would you recommend?
Any natural toothpaste
Natural?
that doesn't
Like
have
organic
fluoride.
stores?
Well, you can get them anywhere.
Yeah.
You can get it at CVS. You can get it
Yeah.
at the grocery store. But what I would suggest is to get a electric toothbrush, one that has a timer and that tells you if you're pushing too hard.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
and then you know
exactly.
you're brushing your teeth
Yeah, they
a
cost
long
me.
enough amount of time, and then you know you're not doing
I
damage.
love it. She's running. I love the way they run their tongue over their teeth after you say something. I also will tell you the person. I do believe the person is going to be, like I said, 5 years, possibly 8 years older than you. He's also going to be very interested in the same field that you're interested in. But you also have to learn
Finance.
Yep.
Finance and law.
Yep. But you also have to learn to leave the work at the office and being loving and parenting at home. But you can't do that. You bring your work with you.
I do.
Okay. You got a promotion coming up. Or a different job with more money.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. You love to travel.
I do.
Okay. You know what speed limits are now?
Mm-hmm.
Suggestions.
You know you're supposed to obey them, right?
Yes.
Okay. You know that you and then
Am I gonna get a lot of tickets?
only if you don't listen to what we're saying.
Okay. I will obey the speed limit.
Everything is all never
Within
nothing in
reason.
concrete.
You know, you don't have to do
No,
exactly.
no. I don't want you to.
50 or-
Oh my God! I don't want you to panic about it. I had a young lady. I told her about it, and she didn't believe me or whatever. She rear-ended somebody. Her husband felt so bad. He went out and bought her a new Mercedes. I said, "That's rewarding bad behavior."
Yeah.
You know. Well, I can't say to my husband rewards me too. So.
You have a lot of bad behavior,
Yes,
so
I do.
I don't know. Scott's
Yeah.
just.
I'm very spoiled.
Can't wait to have a rewarding husband,
Yeah.
huh?
I am very, very spoiled. And I love every minute of it.
You all deserve to be
He
spoiled.
bakes my coffee, he makes my breakfast, cooks dinner or whatever. So I've been very blessed.
That's good.
This here is the old you going away at a whole new beginning. This here, you got a lot of. Now that sounds really English. My teacher would have me in the back room. This here, okay. This is telling me that you got some decisions coming up. You got a lot of cloudy areas coming around. Nothing bad. You got to live for a long time.
I know.
I'm looking between 95 and 100.
I feel that.
And you will
But don't wait to live life,
enjoy life
because
today.
that's the mistake a lot of people make. Well, I got a lot of years left. No,
Yeah. So,
you got to enjoy now.
in life, because it could, you know.
Do I have to
You know,
live till
since I gave
95?
up
100?
cigarette smoking, which will be 5 years in May. Wow. 5 years in May since I gave up cigarette smoking, and I feel better now.
Congratulations.
I enjoy life. You don't smoke, right?
No.
And you don't
Yeah,
have to.
yeah,
live
you're
that long if
really,
you don't want to.
A good old-fashioned girl. You really don't do anything wrong. You're boring.
She is most certainly not boring.
I mean, as far as a party girl goes, you can party, but you
I
don't
can party.
really. Like you don't drink a whole lot. You don't have to get drunk to prove you can party.
No.
I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Miss Goody Two Shoes. I don't just change yourself for the better. Always change yourself. Always improve. Always improve. Though, don't become stalemate or don't be so complacent with your life that you forget where you're going. This is your love card. One of your love cards. You're nowhere near ready.
No.
Okay. You're going to break a lot of hearts between now and the time you're serious.
Oh, I don't want to break people's hearts.
Well, that's their choice.
Well, it's not
You're
that you're going
upfront
to
and
be
honest with
mean
them.
or malicious or anything.
No,
you're
no,
just
I don't
not
mean it
ready
that
for
way.
a serious
No.
commitment,
Yeah.
and there are going to be people that
That are.
are.
Yeah. Were you recently in a relationship?
I was dating someone
Yeah.
for a couple months.
Yeah, you get kind of serious. kind of pushy?
Yeah, it wasn't. It was a
something
really
wasn't
bad
connected.
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
And then before that, I was with someone for a little over a year.
Yeah. And the one thing about you, no man or person is ever going to control you.
Yeah, wait till her kids get here.
You're going to be the controller.
I am.
Until her kids get here.
Yeah. Then
Until
the
my
kids are
kids
controller, right?
Your kids are gonna wrap you around their fingers. You're gonna have to
You know who-
learn.
yeah.
You're gonna have to think back to what would mom or dad have done, because you'll be.
They're not gonna help me raise them.
Well, they'll be there, and they'll be the
always
ones
be
that are
there with
pointing
you.
out to you that you're a little soft on.
Your mother says nobody helped her when you were growing up, right?
Oh, but no,
she'll be there to back you
they
up, in other
will
words.
be exceptional
Like,
grandparents.
Yeah, they'll babysit for you and all this stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they're
They were good to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How many brothers do you have?
I have 2 brothers.
Okay. Yeah, are they older than you?
They're younger than me. I'm the
Yeah,
eldest.
You got one that's in high school?
They're both in high school. One's graduating.
Now, one that's graduating is going to be a very successful person.
I know he is.
He's the one that's kind of laid back,
He's the one that's gotten into a lot of trouble. The family's kind of given up on him.
but you haven't.
No.
No, he's got a good
There's
heart.
a couple of places
Just
that he could have
troubled
gone
mind.
for a long period of time, but Sister Love has been right there to let him know that he's there. Your dad has a hard time forgiving people,
Yeah, he does.
okay? And your dad has a certain way of life should be, and he doesn't change that one way or the other.
No.
But I will tell you that your brother, your older brother there, he's going to depend on you a lot.
The one graduating?
Yeah.
Emotionally.
Yeah, emotionally, you cannot help him financially. That's only going to add a burden to him. It's only enabling him to do whatever. I do see you. I don't know how to. I do see him, you getting him a lawyer.
I have to, yeah.
He's being accused of something that he didn't do.
He didn't do it. But yeah, I am
And he's
going
been
to
telling
have
you that too, huh?
And yeah, and I believe him.
Okay, you can tell him a psychic told you that as well. You agree?
Yeah, it's
Till-
just
have 2
it's getting the
seconds.
proof,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
clear his name.
They're going to try to set him up to make him look like he was bad. There's some people there that are accusing him of something that he didn't do.
Hmm.
He is a very sensitive man.
He is.
Outwardly, he's Mr. Tough Guy,
Yeah, outwardly, if you meet him, you wouldn't expect
Yeah.
it.
He actually knows how to borrow things without paying for them in stores.
Well,
He's been lucky and not got caught with it
He has
that
been.
way, okay? But with your help, and have him call me to give him a reading on nothing. That's between us. Well, I'm here now.
I was gonna say, you just told everybody.
Yeah, that's okay. If it can help a person,
He
you know
needs
what, I don't have a
guidance,
problem.
and
Yeah.
and
He's
know.
also, does he play music? Is he a wannabe rapper?
I don't know what he wants to do, but he's always been an artist. He wants to follow my footsteps in business.
Isn't that cool to have someone want to follow you? What does that mean? That means that, number one, you have set good examples in your life for your sister and brothers. Okay. You have a sister as well?
I do.
Is she older than you?
She's younger than me.
She
So
said
you're
she's
the oldest?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, so you had the responsibility. Okay. And your sister's 15?
She just turned 20.
20? Oh.
Hmm. The little brother's 15.
Oh, okay. But your sister, she doesn't have the ambition you have. She gives up a little bit too quickly.
Well, her path is
But
very
you
different.
love her. You are the mother of the children. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm not saying that your mother is a bad mother. Don't ever misunderstand that. But they come to you because your mother has this, she has her set ways and discipline
She
or
does.
whatever, but you're the soft touch.
Well, but you're the guiding
And,
light.
yeah, you're the guiding light. And this is your purpose in life.
Well, one of them, one of many.
Yeah.
But just not just for them, but to,
Oh, no, for
to
everybody.
lead by example.
Yeah. And don't worry if you make a mistake. You don't have to be perfect.
Everybody
I'm going to
makes
repeat
mistakes.
that again. You don't have to be perfect. I think you want to repeat that to me.
I don't have to be perfect.
You understand what I mean by that?
Yes.
You try to live your whole... I mean, when you're perfect like I am, well, that's the whole new ball.
That's there's no comparison. You
No,
know.
I used to think I had to be perfect. Believe me, my foster dad and my foster dad, he used to say everything. I had to do this, everything. And the harder you try to be perfect, the more you mess up. Okay, I actually. What would you say if I saw you teaching finances in a college?
I like to teach. I don't know. Am I going to teach in a college though? Am I going to teach in a
Don't
college?
sell yourself so short.
Yeah, I don't think. I'm not.
Or
Maybe.
not necessarily be in college, but it could be a whole bunch of people in the financial world. You are a teacher,
I'm going to be a leader in the financial industry.
Yes, a trainer.
a trainer in
yeah.
the financial world. If you don't believe it, I'll believe it for you.
Yeah, I can
That's
see you
right.
training people,
Yeah.
like for a corporation or something like
One
that.
thing I also see you working with people, like in the inner city people, or people are less fortunate than you are, like maybe teaching them artwork because you're an artist, as a project for you, and maybe teaching a couple of people to do musical things. Because the one thing that I do know about you is you will always have to give back to the community what you receive.
Yeah.
You're not a selfish person.
No.
Your brother is. Sorry about that.
Which one?
The older one. We got to break that shell down so he can realize he's okay. That the mistake. I'm going to tell you though, and I truly will tell you, I believe 99.99% he is not guilty. Do I believe he knows who did it? Yeah. Do I believe? I'm not. I don't want to know. Don't care to know. I won't say it on the air. First of all, do I believe that he just got in with the wrong people at the wrong time?
Yes.
Okay. And I also see you get him a very, very good lawyer, but I would probably get one not in Manchester, but out of Manchester.
How much is that going to cost me? My God.
You don't want to know. Between 5 and 10. And I don't mean hundreds either. Because your dad will not.
No, he won't.
When your dad says no, he means no. When he says yes, he means yes. He's very military in that respect.
He is.
Everything is.
And I respect it.
Yeah. Was he in the military?
No.
No, okay. He just knows the military law, not the old-fashioned school laws, His word is law, next to God's. Or next to your mother, I should say.
Definitely
She
next
has
to
a
my
beautiful
mother's.
smile, doesn't she?
Just does.
Your mom also can be very loving but very firm, too, when she says no.
Mm-hmm.
But your mother's also more forgiving,
Mm-hmm.
okay? I also will tell you, your mother's a hard worker, isn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Does she work on a job as well?
Yeah.
She has a lot of back issues.
I would believe so, yeah.
Okay. What I would encourage you to do is get her like a gift card for a Reiki session and a massage.
Okay.
And I just happen to know someone who does great Reiki energy. You don't know her, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do know her. Yeah.
Oh, you know Lori Power?
I
Oh, okay. She does. She also teaches Reiki, and I would. You know what Reiki energy is, right?
Mm-mm.
You would. I would explain it to her.
Reiki is a type of way of working with energy to help you heal your own issues,
Mm-hmm.
physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. It balances out your chakras. It helps align your energy. As science has proven, we're all made of energy, but sometimes it gets out of whack for different things, and Reiki helps put it back into alignment so that you can work more efficiently.
When I was blind, my friend gave me Reiki energy, okay? And I don't know what he did, but the energy, you could feel like my head was going to, and it felt like it was on fire, as I went through, like that. And then when I went to have the surgery done, it took instead of a half hour to 45 minutes, I went done in 20 minutes. Then when I went to have my heart checked, and everybody said, oh, you got this bad heart, you got this going on, you got that going on. And I went done, it took me 2 hours, I was done in 45 minutes. And then another time I went and had my heart checked again, and you gave me energy then, and they said, there's nothing wrong, why are you here? So, I'm not going to tell you Reiki energy is a cure-all, I'll never say that. But what I will
it's
say...
definitely not on
Sounds
one
very
time
helpful.
and you're
no,
all better.
No, you have to
yeah.
go through,
It's
many,
you know,
many
like
things.
anything.
Yeah. Once again, I am going to go back to your dad's heart. I'm really concerned about that. Yeah. I'm looking at the blood pressure.
Yeah, he does have.
He really, and when he gets angry, boy, that
He
blood
just-
pressure really shoots up there. And I'm concerned about
No,
him
he's
having
quick to anger.
That's right.
He's quick to anger.
And that's
Yeah.
probably because his
Because of the
blood
blood
pressure
pressure.
shoots up, and when your blood pressure shoots up, it makes you
And something tells
angrier.
me he won't go to the doctors.
No.
Welcome to the club.
Men
Meditation.
are
Teach him how to
stupid.
meditate. That would help him. Okay.
I'm not
By the
gonna
way,
teach
you
him
and your
that.
dad got to buy a house together, an apartment building together.
We're gonna go into business together, he and I. You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I do.
I
Okay.
think he's going to encourage you to do your own real estate,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think you're going to be in business together. He might mentor you. He'll encourage you. He'll help guide you, but this is going to be your thing. He doesn't want any more responsibilities. He's got a lot.
Am
I
I
still
going to
see
go
one
into
house.
business with any of me? Huh?
I still see him and you in one house. We may disagree, but
Yeah,
that's
and
okay.
that's
That's
okay.
what we do.
Well, I guess maybe it's the family home because I do want my parents to live with me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know how my husband.
You're no nonsense when it comes to money.
No.
Okay. You know how to make your money work for you,
Mm-hmm.
but you also know how to party and spend money when you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you say, "Oh my God, what have I done?"
Mm-hmm.
But don't feel. You know what? Sometimes we need to overspend to appreciate what we needed, what we
Right.
have.
But to go back to the house,
Yeah.
I think you're right. What you said, you will have a family home where like they'll have this side, you'll have this side. That's why they're going to be
Okay, that could
Yeah.
very involved grandparents, but they're going to understand that this is your family, your kids, your rules. But they'll be quick to point out when they think you make a mistake.
But she's going to be pushing them off on her mama as much as she can.
Well, because you know what?
grandmother, that's our job.
She wants her children raised by the
Yeah.
best, and you're going to be working. You don't want to leave them with strangers. You
don't
want to
wanna
know
pay
they're
$300
raised
a
well.
week for
So
a babysitter.
that's why. But it's more like our neighbor's house has two separate wings, and then the communal center. That's kind of what I'm seeing. It's one house. You all live together, but you have your separate spaces.
I also will tell you, congratulations, you're going to be in art very soon.
Art?
Art.
Aunt, one of your siblings.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that, but
No.
He's a male figure.
One of my male siblings has a child?
Yeah, not yet. Your brother who's been in trouble. Make sure you talk to him so it doesn't happen.
that will put your parents over the edge.
Okay?
They will not do well with that.
They would almost like disown him. And I'm concerned about that right now, as a matter of fact. Okay? I can't believe he did what they're saying that he did. I believe that he's going to get out okay. Okay? Your youngest brother, your 15-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
he could care less whether school keeps or not.
With the school what?
Keeps or not. In other words, he's one of these passe guys, and it'll be what it's going to be. But he's also going to be very successful.
Is he?
Yeah. He has a slight learning disability. Or is he lazy?
Lazy.
Okay. He can do whatever he wants to do, and he'll be it. But he
But
can do
he-
no wrong as far as your dad's concerned. If you disagree, that's okay. But you know you're your dad's favorite.
Yeah.
Because he taught you all. The problem is he teaches you all these things that could be wrong and they want to be, and they don't let you forget that they helped you to be where you are. And that's okay, you know. But I don't know what's in Mass. Do you work out of Mass?
Massachusetts?
Yeah.
Our office is headquartered out of Massachusetts.
Okay, because I see you spend a lot more time.
Yeah, I definitely am going to be spending a lot more time there.
Okay, I actually look at you maybe moving down that area.
I don't want to move to Massachusetts.
Who
But I guess
does?
if I have to, I have to.
Financially, will be a lot better for you. And less chance to get caught speeding.
I'll watch it.
Okay.
I'll watch it.
You get crazy on the cell phone, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Do you have a Bluetooth?
I do. I don't use it.
Okay, you talk like this.
Yeah.
You're gonna get tagged,
Okay.
and I can see it happening even not that far away. So it's up to you to get a Bluetooth.
Okay, well.
Not to use it.
Yeah, yeah. And then you know,
You,
or one of
you
those
can't talk through
speakerphones.
your fancy little car?
How do you know about my car?
Because I just feel that you would have a fancy little car where you can just
You
talk
have a
right
sporty
through your
car,
car.
huh?
Yeah, I think about getting rid of it.
Yeah,
And getting
is it
something
almost?
regular.
What year is it?
It's an 11.
Okay, time to let it go. Get another sporty one.
I'm not gonna get another something regular.
Now you're gonna get a convertible.
You can get a regular car, but if you do not get a sexy car, I will come smack you.
You'll come smack me?
Because
Ooh.
you just would not be compatible with a boring vehicle.
No.
It just not on any level. And I can say that because I love my car, and we have such a connection. It's almost like my car drives itself. And that's what you need in a vehicle. One that just is so matched to you energetically that you know you're going to be safe, you know
Yeah.
you can trust it. It's always going to look out for you.
Hey, Lori,
Yes?
can you,
What?
on your microphone, there's
Yes.
a power button. Can you make sure that it's up?
It is.
Okay.
Did
Can
it?
you get right on your mic for a second?
I can.
Okay, all right, it works. You were just too
They
far
never have a
away.
problem
Sorry.
with me.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not as
God's
loud as
great.
what's his name.
That's
Sorry
God's
for
great.
interrupting.
No problem.
Yeah. But one of the things that I'm also looking at too is that I would like to say that your brother will learn his lesson this one time.
You would like to say it,
I would
but you
like
can't
to
say
say
it.
I can't say it.
The one I'm getting the lawyer for?
Right.
My
I would like
God.
to say. You know what? I would say that have him prove me wrong. I love that. I love it when people prove me wrong. Don't you?
But I think he needs to, in order to learn the lesson, he can't just get off. He has
No.
to pay some sort of
Like pay you back.
price. Whether it's community service, whether it's getting involved in a local, organization, somehow he has to pay that back
Even though he didn't
to
do
learn
it.
his lesson.
Yeah.
So that he doesn't.
Yeah, right. Because I don't want him to take you for granted either, and that's what he's already doing. Okay.
Well, in a way, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's
Yeah,
counting
yeah.
on you to make it all better.
Yeah.
But he loves you and respects you and wants to emulate you. He just doesn't.
Hey,
think
you
he
used
knows
a big
how.
word.
Emulate?
You used a big word.
That's that PhD.
Yeah,
You know,
that
you,
one of
you
those?
learn a lot of big
Oh, really?
words.
Oh, okay.
You want to get one of those. That's about all it's good for.
When I learn a
Don't
big
question
word, I get all excited. I'll be doing a reading and someone will use a big word. I'll go, Lori, I used a big word. This is why we work so well together, Would you ever consider being a co-host with me on this show sometime? Would you?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be looking for some. No, I don't want a regular one right away.
Yeah.
But, I'm
First
gonna-
week of April.
Yeah. Yeah.
Set it up.
Yeah, there you go. How about first week of April?
Let's do it.
See,
Okay.
she lives in Manchester,
Yeah,
so
you can hit the phone.
the big snowstorms aren't going to bother
Yeah,
her.
there you go. You can go like this to the phone.
No, you can't.
No,
do that.
Paul will throw you off the air. No, just very gently touch it. And you can advertise to your friends that you're going to be on co-host with me.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, as am I.
Yeah, it'll be fun. See, what else? One of the
See, I'm always looking out.
that's right. One of the things that I don't know how to say this. I know you're going to go into a lawsuit against someone. I'm not sure if it's somebody that you're working with or whatever in the future, but it's some kind of a sexual harassment. Yeah. Because they know that you could draw, there's a very fine line when you don't cross that line. And you don't expect your people that you work with to do it either.
But you're the plaintiff, not the.
No, you're the plaintiff. You're the one that's going. Okay.
Someone's going to take it a little too far, and you're going to call them on their crap.
Yeah. And if they don't listen to you,
And
then
that-
you're going to
yeah.
be taking the company to court. Okay. And actually, it's a female.
Oh, trust me, I had a female boss. She talked like a sailor. I mean, holy cow. One day I wanted to crawl under my desk and hide from some of the things she was saying. So,
When I first,
and I'm not shy.
30 years ago, I had this sexual harassment in Manchester, not in Laconia, right? And I went and talked to a lawyer. There was no such thing as sexual harassment from one man harassing another in the state of New Hampshire.
Really? That's
would hope
changed
so
though,
now.
right?
Yeah.
I
Well,
hope it changed.
legally it's changed. The problem is too many men won't come forward.
Yeah.
And just like too many women wouldn't come forward, and now they finally are. Anybody who's, no matter what your situation or your gender, if you're being harassed, you need to speak up.
Speak up. My son was harassed by
And
someone.
I get sexually harassed by women?
Yeah.
I think it's more, she makes a lot of inappropriate
Yeah, that's what,
comments.
not actually touching,
So
but inappropriate.
more verbal abuse?
More
Right.
verbal.
Okay.
Which is more damaging, I think.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
she's going to
Okay.
She
touch
won't
you
actually
or
touch
anything.
you, 'cause
Because
that-
I think she's afraid if she tried to touch you,
Fight
they'd
somebody.
be picking her up off the ground and calling an ambulance, you know.
She'd be like a sailor, right? She'd be like a sailor with a hangover.
You know, all that exercising you do. Don't ever do that again. She's afraid of that.
You're
so
very
you know.
selective at what you eat, huh?
I am now. I wasn't used to.
You take a lot of vitamins.
I do.
Okay, don't over-vitaminize yourself.
Okay.
Because a lot of people have a tendency, that's a new word I made up.
Revitalized?
Yeah, I was just running it through my
But
head.
doesn't that make sense, though? I mean, think about it. You can't overdo it.
Well, you can overdo some. I mean, it's very hard to take
Yeah.
too many vitamins these days with how poor quality our food is. But you can overdo some supplements to where it can be harmful.
Yeah. A friend of mine did, and that's what I was saying. But I like, actually, I made a new word, vitamin.
Vitaminize. Don't over vitaminize.
Yeah, see, now you can remember. She could have figured that word and just start laughing. I also will tell you that definitely try to get yourself a dental plan. Do you work for yourself or you work for a company?
I work for myself, but I am associated with the company.
Okay. Then you really got to push them to give you. Is there any way you can get a plan through them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I
I
know you
already
don't
am
want-
planning on getting one anyways.
Okay, you really need to. Okay.
Is it going to be that bad?
Yeah.
Well, it could be if you
Yeah.
don't.
If you don't to get it done
If
now.
you take care of it now, I think you'll be okay. But if you waited, say, 5 years,
Did you fall recently and injure the lower part of your back?
I haven't fallen, no.
No, when you were playing basketball.
No.
And I'm seeing some scar tissues on your back, down towards your tailbone.
I have issues with my lower back, but I
Right.
don't have any.
Because I think that it could be when you were younger then. Because you don't always sit properly in the chair.
Mm-mm.
Okay. You're very happy. So, like I used to be. I just had a
Very.
wastebasket one time in high school. Yeah. Okay, so I would probably tell you for at least 5 minutes, lay completely straight on your floor so we can get your back lined up. I'm not recommending a chiropractor, but that's your choice. I don't have a lot of my own personal view on it.
I love chiropractors,
Yeah.
so.
See, I've had that. See, that's it. Some
But
people have good experience.
you
some
went
have
to-
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's who you know, who
Yeah.
you saw, and
Yeah.
not everybody's
No.
compatible with everybody.
And I definitely recommend you had a deep body massage. That will line your back up like this till tomorrow. You don't do that, right?
What, deep tissue?
Yeah.
I've done deep tissue.
Oh, have you?
I
You
mean,
do
I'm
massage it?
not a massage
Oh, no, that's what I
therapist,
mean,
but
yeah.
I've had it done,
Yeah.
and I've done it
Yeah.
on, like
Yeah.
Baruch and stuff.
I do it in my office, but I don't. Technically, I can't, but my friends, I can do it with my friends, and I also let them know. Because I don't charge, and do I
Well,
push it?
you know, anybody can help their friends out. You just
One
you
of
know,
the things
can't do
that-
it for a business.
Be very careful, because I am also concerned about, you have weak ankles.
Weak ankles?
You can twist very easily. Okay, and I'm very concerned about you walking down a flight of stairs and your ankle twist. Because you don't watch when you're walking. You just truck right along it, especially if you're in a hurry. Man.
If I'm in a hurry, I'm in a hurry.
You have a cat?
No.
You ready for one?
Thought about it.
I see a black and white one.
I've thought about a
I
cat.
actually see it around your neighborhood. You're going to rescue it. And that cat is going to appreciate you like there is no tomorrow.
You see it?
Yeah.
Earlier I was seeing a pet, but I wasn't sure if it was a cat or a small dog, so I didn't say anything.
I don't think you're ready for a dog.
No.
You don't have time to give the kid that you should. Where a cat, that's pretty cool. Give them their shots. Make sure their kitty box is clean. Give them their food they like, and they're all happy. And let me tell you that cat will be so grateful. It'll be a pest, especially when you're sitting on sit on your lap while you're trying to do your work and stuff. And then, and that should just let you know. And that cat is not going to like a lot of people.
No?
No.
Come on.
It's not mean it's going to attack them
It
or anything
better
like
not
that.
attack anybody.
But if you get serious, it will come to try to come. Make sure that it's like protecting you in its own way. We have a cat called Big Boy that now sleeps beside me every once in a while. He starts coming in more, and then I have a little Chihuahua. That's my baby, her. And the animals know when you come home. They know the time they're supposed, like your dog does, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not there, like, and Scott comes home, and the Big Boy comes in, and Scott's not home, boy, you can hear him yell all over the place. Where are you? And I'll say, well, he'll be back soon. Okay. Do you eat red meat?
I do.
Good. A lot of it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you not to, because sometimes your body craves that whatever protein is in the red meat. And I'm not going to say not to eat it. I would say not as much as you have been.
Okay.
Okay. I would encourage you to eat more like Brussels sprouts and
More
more green
veggies.
veggies. Okay. You're not a big veggie eater.
I am a big veggie
Oh, good.
eater.
Good. Eat more. Steam them. Don't boil them.
Okay.
You have a steamer?
No.
Well, truck right over to Walmart and get a steamer.
Okay.
They're only like $30 or something like that. One thing I got to tell you, you have the next 5 years, you have the most exciting life ahead of you. You are going to have ups and you're going to have downs. You're going to have ups and you're going to have downs. But they're mostly going to be ups. And like I said, this guy that I see you meeting is not in your culture. He's got kind of a reddish beard, a ruddy beard, whiskey beard. You like bearded men?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's got kind of a suave walk.
I like a man with swag.
Yeah. And he thinks he is the cat's meow.
Maybe that's why I give him a hard time.
Right. You two will be in competition who's going with the best going out. Because you always have to look perfect when you go out. Jewelry really doesn't fascinate you that much, does it?
Huh?
Jewelry. You're not fascinated that much by jewelry. You
No.
wear a little bit of jewelry. You don't wear a whole lot of jewelry.
Yeah.
Your mother a jewelry?
Oh, yeah.
Bracelets and necklaces and all that.
Everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
okay. And they're not cheap.
No.
She's a walking jewelry store.
She is.
Okay, but she's earned it too.
Mm-hmm.
And your dad just loves her like there is no tomorrow.
Yeah, they really love each other.
They really do. But they nag each other.
They do.
If your mother didn't nag at your dad, there would be something wrong. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Or if your dad didn't nag at your mother. Your father has his own favorite chair. Oops. I forget when we pound on there and go. Your dad has his own chair. Does he sleep a lot?
He stays in his room.
Depressional?
I don't know.
He really needs some help. He really does.
He feels tired.
Tired.
He feels very tired to me.
He's a hard worker.
He is. They both.
But he's also like an antisocial person. And that really concerns me. But when you're there, he comes out, right?
Yeah.
Because you're the love of his life.
Maybe
He's
that's,
a loner.
Is he?
He doesn't have a whole lot of friends.
No.
And remember, and I can understand why when you guys grew up, you couldn't trust anybody. And because of the success, I'm not saying you guys are multi-millionaires or anything like that, but because of the success that you people have, I'm getting yourself out of the, forgive me if you use the word I'm going to say, out of the gutter, and it is. But you brought yourself up to where you are today. And I don't know if he's embarrassed by the success that he has, when he should be proud of it. He has a hard time accepting success.
He's gonna be super successful as well.
He's got a lot more coming. What's he do?
Well, right now he's a residential coordinator. So he takes care of disabled kids.
Oh, that's rewarding to him.
Yeah.
Not a lot of money,
No.
because I worked as an RN for the disabled people.
Yeah,
But
but he used
it
to
works
be
for
the
him.
Minister of Finance
Yeah,
in South Sudan.
and your mother's a hard worker too.
Oh, yeah.
She owns on the house to hang on her money too.
She does.
but she knows how to spend it too.
She sure does.
Yeah, like mother, like daughter.
Am I gonna be that big of a spender?
No, but I mean, you know what you want. You actually, I see you actually saving a lot of money for what you want.
But you will buy what you
Yeah,
want.
what you want. You're not going to be that extravagant.
No, I don't want to be.
No.
You're afraid of going poor.
I am afraid of losing it all.
I am seeing you going to Egypt,
Yeah.
and I see you going there several times. I'm also seeing, going, like I told you before, I would encourage you to speak different languages because
Do you see me in Israel?
I actually see you living there for 3 years.
Do you?
I didn't think about checking that, but
Israel, Russia.
You're going to be able to see for about 5 years.
yeah, I don't see you living in Russia at all.
No.
Israel, I
But
can
going there?
I can see you going there. I don't see you living there. But I do see you going there.
I do
Yeah,
see you
I
living
don't
there
know.
or staying there
Yeah.
for 3 years. It's not going to be permanent, so I'll put it that way. But I also see you go to Germany.
Germany? Okay.
I also see you going to England. England is a place that you're going to start making your financial moves.
Okay.
And it could be the person you may marry or meet could be from England.
Okay.
You are definitely not going to be marrying the same culture that you have. Will that upset your mother and father? More your dad and your mother.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Your dad's very old-fashioned now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I also will tell you that your 15-year-old brother, whatever he does, he's good. He's one of these guys that doesn't have to work hard.
I wish I was like that.
He also has a lot of girlfriends.
I can see that.
And he knows it.
He's obsessed with himself.
Oh, yeah. He ought to buy himself a pink car. But he also, one thing about him is that what your other brother has done, he's not going to follow suit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And he gets good marks in schools, like A's and B's.
No.
No.
He gets okay marks.
Yeah. He's okay
because
with
he's
it.
not.
He doesn't try hard.
He doesn't try, right?
He doesn't want
He
to.
knows he doesn't have to,
No.
or I should say, he believes he doesn't have to.
But like I said, if he got him into a technical, what do they call it? They don't call it technical schools anymore, right? They call it community colleges.
Community college?
Yeah, because he'll do fine. He won't be. He has a lot of ADD. He can't sit still for long periods of time. Okay.
Okay.
And I think your other brother is the same way. Your oldest, you said you have a sister that's 20.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have your ambition?
I think she does.
But she doesn't know
Different.
how to reach it.
Well, she wants different things.
Yeah. If she went into the medical field, she'd be very she'd be very good.
Okay.
If you sold pharmaceuticals, you could make a lot of money.
Please don't do that.
You don't want me to?
No. No.
I'm just saying, if you decided to, you could make a lot of money.
You could.
But you don't want to you don't want to be held, poisoning people's bodies with other meds. And that's what these salespeople are doing. They're poisoning the people, as far as I'm concerned. I don't ever see you doing heroin.
No.
I don't ever see you doing crack cocaine.
Nope.
I'm not sure if I see you smoking pot. Even though there's nothing wrong with
I
it.
might entertain it for a business.
There you go. Hey, there you go. It's a big business. Let me know when you started out. I'll be one of your first customers.
Test tasters?
Right?
See, I would rather see you.
Yeah.
know.
I don't deny the fact of what I do. I think I'm 72 years old, almost 73. I've been doing it for a long time. I do see you very strong and political. I really do. Even though we don't like the word political, but I do see you as a congressperson.
Because there's a cause that means a lot to you,
That gets me into it.
that gets you into it.
And then what about Africa?
I see you spending a lot of time there. There's something about financing. There's some things there that will help you financially as well. One of my big concerns with Africa is I see 1.5 million acres of land burning, or 125,000 acres of land.
So a big fire
A big
in
fire.
Africa.
Because they really don't have the means to put it out. And there's a lot of chicanery going on. I don't want to say evil, but I'm going to say a lot of things that are going on that are not right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot. And the spirit is saying, you don't want to listen to me, and then we have to do this. And the sad part is a lot of innocent people are going to be
Killed.
Oh, isn't that always the
Yeah.
way when greed
Yeah,
or short-sighted thoughtlessness takes control?
Haiti is not over having earthquakes.
Oh.
Until they let go of what the bad karma is there and start rebuilding up, then they can do it. I have a lot of friends that come from Haiti. I have a lot of friends that come from Kenya. Do you want to live in Africa?
I don't want to. I
I
don't know.
You do a lot of work there, like
I do definitely want to. I do definitely want to help build Africa.
And I because with people like you, and I'm going to pat you on the back, so really take this seriously. With people like you, Africa can be saved. And I have to repeat that again. All right, I will. My spirits yell at me, as you noticed. Do they ever yell at you?
Rarely, but
Really?
sometimes.
Oh, they yell at me all the time.
Well, you are a little thick-headed. You know?
Yeah, I haven't either. But one thing I'm going to tell you with the ego, you can leave that on the table, don't worry about it. And that if you could get more and more people, start a group of, to help. But the sad part is we can get rid of the government that's over there. Because I'm a friend of mine that would tell me how when they used to have UNICEF, and they would have barns and barns of storage sheds full of food, and the government would not release it. How sad is that?
That happens all over the world,
Yeah,
sadly.
I'm not just letting you know.
Yeah,
How sad
I
is
see myself getting into politics for that. If,
Right.
if the leaders don't.
It's a
Yeah.
cause that you're going to need to trumpet, and you will. And I see you sharing this with your children
And your book.
in raising new generations of people who care.
And your book?
Like, you expect me to write a book?
Absolutely.
How am I gonna have time for anything?
Oh,
My
you
poor
girl, you are
kids.
going to be so busy,
But you'll
be happy
fine.
with
I'll
it.
be happy.
You'll be good.
You'll be happy with it. One thing I'm also looking at as well is a person will support whatever you do.
And remember, everything's not happening at once.
No, it takes years and years and years. I'm looking at 10 to 30 years down the road, okay? And the person that, like I said, it's going to be a one-time marriage only.
I appreciate that.
You may not, you
Thank
may
you,
live
God,
with the
for
guy
that.
first.
I may live with them first?
Yeah, and then get married. I don't know if your mother will approve of that. You remember your mother's old-fashioned now. Lovely lady, hard-working lady. She also has a lot of emotional talent. I'm concerned about her sugar level.
Yes. Spot on. Because so am I.
Yeah, is she a little overweight?
Yeah.
Quite a bit overweight?
No, not quite a bit.
No,
Just a
maybe
little
25 to 30 pounds.
bit. Yeah.
She needs to get rid of it. She needs to throw you need to throw all her candy and sugar out of the house.
Oh, I would be
But
very
would that
careful
cause?
doing that.
Oh yeah, that
'cause
would
she
cause a
catches you,
riot.
big
But like
trouble.
I said, today, if you could afford, when you leave here, I would probably just drop over because you said you're not that far from here, right?
Yeah.
I would probably, like I said, take them out to dinner.
Okay. I will.
What's your kind of food? What favorite restaurant do you like?
I like all kinds of restaurants, but I guess I don't know.
They're all good.
Yeah.
They
I'll
got
pick
that
one.
new. You like Japanese food?
You mean Met Bistro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a new one down here. No, they got a new Japanese restaurant on the corner of,
Oh, they do.
over by the Verizon.
They wouldn't like it.
No,
No.
would they like the bistro? Or
They're very picky with seafood.
okay. How about what's that place we had the other day?
Gauchos?
Gauchos, yeah.
Gauchos. I don't think that's what her parents are looking for. I think they would like somewhere a little more
Like the
quieter.
Copper Door.
Yeah. A little more traditional, maybe.
Your dad may give you a hard time about going because, like you said, he hides in the room.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say, okay, Dad, I'll just take your mother will go. No doubt in my mind, And, okay, Dad, I guess I'll have to bring you something, or whatever. But with a lot of encouragement if you want. But don't beg it because then you're going to feel then he'll feel like, oh, I'm only going to go to please you. And that's the sad part, okay? They're buying another house
After they sell the current one, or along with it?
along with it.
Are they gonna change jobs? Like, what's happening? Are they gonna come up to a lot of success?
They're successful in their own way. How big is that apartment building?
It's a duplex.
Your husband, your dad owns an apartment building, right?
Yeah.
How big is it?
It has 3 floors.
It was.
Yeah.
And I can see them selling it.
Yeah.
Okay, is it for sale now?
No.
No, okay. I would probably tell them to wait a couple of years. That way, you don't want to lose money. You're in the business to make money, okay? And I can see them selling it, and they're making a good profit from it and buying another one. That means you're all now. They have their own house separate from the building, right? And I actually see them selling the building that they live in as well. I don't know why, but I see something about the South. They may be moving down to Florida or Georgia or wherever.
I can picture that.
Your mother hates the cold.
She's been begging to move south.
Yeah.
But they're scared of change.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's me too. You know, I think that's what it seems like. The older you get, you don't like to change it. And I got a lot of changes coming, and I'm not ready. Like when we went to, when I go grocery shopping, that's my biggest challenge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I'm so used to the market basket on Elm Street that if I go to the one, I went to the one in Hooksett, I was fine though. But if I go to the one in Bedford or if I go to Hereford, I panic.
Too much?
Oh yeah, too much change. And like they used to have one in Goffstown, and I was comfortable. All of a sudden they changed everything around, so I literally panicked.
Oh.
You know, so I'm getting better at it thanks to people like you. Folks, I'm excited now when I'll sit here. Do you have any questions?
My family, do they think you see them being public? Like a TV show or something?
I see you being public. Do you have a brother that wants to be, or?
It's just something that they're looking at as a family.
As a family TV show?
Yeah.
A reality show?
Yeah.
They can do it.
Do you see it happening? Should it happen?
5 years down the road.
It could happen. It doesn't feel like a good idea to me.
No.
And you said you like your parents. They don't do well with change.
Is that me?
If you need to, you can answer it.
I mean, it would totally disrupt all your lives.
And that's where you none of you would. It could happen if it wouldn't take like another 5 years. But I think it would almost like destroy your dad.
Yeah, I just it doesn't feel like a good idea to me. I mean, the idea.
But I think that you need to try the challenges of it. By the way, folks, those who are listening, the first Wednesday in May, this beautiful lady will be my co-host for that day. And
April.
I'm looking for April. No, May, April. I'm sorry. See, that's why I had April. Good thing. And I'm looking forward to it. The sad part is my co-host now will be taking a short sabbatical, so maybe we can get her back in another year. Who knows? You never know.
We'll see what.
But
God
she
has
is going to come
planned.
and see us every once in a while.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll still be
You know,
around.
so
You'll see me
I'm
at
kind of
events
heartbroken,
and-
but I'm looking for her to have a growth.
And that's
Okay,
what
and I
God's
think that's
telling me.
important. And if I think this would give you more relaxation on how to do a reality show. If you want to do a show, anybody, you know what's great about this, America? We can all do a show. We don't have to be governed by censorship. We don't have to be. Oh, Al said hi to everybody.
Oh,
He
hey,
had a little
Al.
cold, otherwise he would have came.
Oh no,
You know,
poor Al.
So, yeah, and it's amazing. I look forward to it. I had a hard time last week because of the weather, and I really had a hard time. I almost called them 3-4 different times. I said, no, they have to do this by myself, you know. I'm sitting there and I'm rewatching the rerun, and I go, I can't deal with that either, you know, because I've been doing this for like almost 18 years, okay? And I've only, at that time I had only missed 3 shows, and then I missed this one. And you're right, I do have a hard time dealing with it.
You do. That's why I knew you were never going to go
Yeah.
on vacation.
Yeah, I'm afraid to. I know the show would survive. If I go on vacation, though, you will fill in for me. I got
Sure.
your word on that one, okay?
Sure.
You two could make a good host.
There you go. See?
But I am planning to go to Lovewood, Texas.
Well, I know, because you're
Because of my
nephew.
nephew,
Right.
yeah. But I have a hard time doing things like that, letting go and things, and trying to. I think a lot has to do with it. Oh, like when I worked at the state school for 22 years. Oh, my building can't survive without me, So I didn't go on vacation. But you know what I found out? When I left here, the building was still running for six. Then they closed it 6 months later, but that's all right. And that was operating before I got there, And this is what I have to remind myself of. I actually see you having your own financial business.
If you choose, yeah. I mean, it's definitely a good an option for you.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
have
actually
the
see
smarts.
you. Oh, very much so. And I see you being very you like competition.
I do.
If you don't have competition, you're going to get very, very bored.
Which is probably why she's going to go to law school.
That's why.
Just to challenge yourself.
Yeah,
some
see,
more.
that one thing about the law school, I'm not saying you're going to be a criminal lawyer. You could be. But what I see is you becoming like an attorney for someone who might have made a mistake in investments or whatever. And another thing that will help you decide to become a lawyer is the way you're treating your brother.
Another avenue, though, I can see you taking, if you chose to, is protecting people who are being swindled out of their money.
Right.
Because you'll have the financial background and the legal background that you'll actually be able to fully help them. The problem with going to some lawyers is they don't understand the financial part, so they don't know how to really help with that. They can only come from the legal aspect. You can come from both, and that would be a great help to many people.
And then that's like, I have a very good friend of mine. Everybody told her she could never become a lawyer. Her mother, her stepmother, and father, oh no, she'll never make it. And she did. I think I told you about this. And today she is a lawyer. She passed her exam, and she had to do it twice. She won a scholarship to go to school to pay for her books. Her stepmother took the money because her mother said, well, we bought the graduation dress and the book, so we're going to never gave her the money that she was supposed to have to go to school.
That's horrible.
It is, but you know what? She did it. Okay. She did it, and that goes to, look at what you had to go through. I'm sure the hurdles in your life were not easy. You've had to, but were you on the D's list? That's what they call it in high school?
In high school, the honor roll.
Oh, hell, I never made the honor roll.
I was on the honor roll, yeah.
You didn't have to study that hard either, did you?
No.
Oh, those people. Did you have to study hard?
No.
I did try hard, though.
Huh?
I did try hard.
Difference.
If I got a B, my foster father says that's not good enough. Then it got to the point where I become rebellious. You know why? And I passed, and I went to school, became a nurse. See, there again, I don't believe in disabilities. It may take longer for one person to learn than the other. Okay? I bet you can drive a nail in straight, can't you?
What
if
is
you're
that?
repairing a wood. Like if you're
But
remodeling
if you were
going to
hang a picture, you could put a nail in the wall.
Of course. What?
Not me.
No?
No, I'd pound a hole in the wall. Oh, no, not me. You can, right? Yeah, you were doing it with your own house.
Yes.
Hell, I got fired for 4 different construction jobs. That's why I have a great person that I have. He can do anything. I'm very blessed. He works on the computer and stuff like that. And I'm the helpless queen, You also will tell you, it's not a memory of your feeling, but there's somebody that you may know very well. Because you don't judge people for their sexual identity, as long as they keep their hands to themselves or whatever. You know what I mean.
That's just in general.
Yeah, But there's someone that's going to want to talk to you about their lifestyle because in their traditional family lifestyle, it's not acceptable.
What is?
There's someone going to be coming talking to you about their lifestyle, in other words, like being gay or bisexual or whatever. And you have such a caring heart that you're going to be willing, because you're not going to judge them for who they are.
Because you'll listen without judgment.
You'll listen without
and they don't
holding
get that from, they don't have anyone else to turn to.
Okay.
Okay. And you won't judge them. All you just keep your hands in your pocket. So I'm obviously a woman, But at work, there's some kind of a job, though, that I do see some criminal sexual harassment. Now, it's not touching physically, but the comments that are made, like you got a great body, you got this and that, which is going to, get you upset. Because you're not there to, have someone make comments at you, because you dress very professionally. I asked you, do you work all the time out of your house, or do you work in an office? You work in an office.
Mm-hmm.
They're not paying you what you really should be earning. And you're a go-getter.
I am.
You bring your work at home too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's why you need a cat to keep you company.
That's why I need a cat to keep me company, because I don't see myself in a relationship anytime soon.
No. You live by yourself?
No.
You have a roommate?
Yeah.
How's that work out for you?
It's fine.
She does her thing and you do yours. Because you could see that's what works for you too. You two talk to each other. Obviously, I don't see you sitting down having meals together. She does her life thing and you do yours, and it's very acceptable, and that's the way it is with you. I'm not saying that you're not friendship-wise. You don't mean a lot. You meet acquaintances. You understand what I mean by that?
What about New York? Do you guys see me in New York?
Oh, you get to spend a lot of time in New York.
But not living, just being
Working?
there a lot,
Working,
yeah.
You may go there during the week and then fly home.
I actually see you there more in New York than anywhere else in the short term.
Yeah. But they're going to hook you up. I'm telling you, by the time you're 35, you're going to, financially, you will never have to worry.
Because you're smart with your money.
Right.
What does worry even mean?
I'm sorry?
Worry.
Don't
Like-
worry so much.
Well,
The
that's
more
what
you
she said.
worry.
What does it mean? What does worry even mean?
No, I mean,
Worry.
like, where, like, how, like, what, where, how much do I have to earn to, like, no longer
about how
worry?
much, just worry about what you're making for today.
Yeah. Take it one step at a time.
Yeah, don't go, oh my God, he said at 35 I'm going to be, multi-millionaire, whatever. Don't dwell on it.
Because you might make a choice that totally
Might not.
changes that
Yeah.
path.
Remember, everything that we read to you is never concrete. It's always changeable. Like I could say, for instance, tomorrow you're going to get pregnant and have 14 kids.
I better not.
And we know that's not going to happen, okay? See, you've already made up your mind you're
I
not
made
going
up
to
my
let
mind.
it happen, okay? Oh, you angry at an ex-boyfriend? Rightly so.
I'm trying not to be.
And that's okay, though. No. It's okay to be angry. Just write it out and let it go for yourself,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't very honest with you.
No.
And he was verbally abusive.
Yeah.
You almost felt like you weren't worth anything, huh?
Yeah.
And that wasn't that long ago,
No.
okay? Any man or woman who has to belittle someone, who has to think they're no good, it's because they themselves
Are insecure.
have no self-esteem.
They
so
don't love themselves.
And they push it on
Right.
you.
They transfer it to you when
Yeah.
it's really themselves they
Yeah.
have the issue with.
Yeah. So I
always
still
remember-
am having a hard time, I guess, forgiving.
Yeah. But
I have let it
first
go.
of all, you have to forgive yourself first. Whether you did anything not wrong or not. But I love encouraging people to write it out. I think you do too, right?
Yep.
Write it out. And if you got sage, I always encourage people to write it out, put it into a pan with sage in it, and burn it into the universe. Because you're sending all that negative energy out into the universe. But you're sending it out with good thoughts. Okay?
Well, you're asking the universe to take this anger and transmute it back into love, so that you're not carrying that anger inside yourself. Because anytime we carry anger in ourselves, it is like a cancer. It eats at us.
Mhm.
One way or another, it's going to manifest itself physically in your body, and you have to let it go.
I needlessly carried resentment towards my real father. For many, because I was like an abandoned child, like an orphan. And for 60 years, I carried this
Yeah.
resentment. Oh, my father drank, so I drank. No, he didn't put that. My father, I didn't drink because my father drank. I drank because I wanted to. He didn't force that beer into my hand.
The first day he did.
Yeah, the first time he did when I was 15, you know. But then he didn't put me behind the wheel to drive, you know, and all that. And the other foster father, I guess you're right, he kind of had forced me to have sex with him when I wasn't ready, you know. But I had all that
He should have gone
resentment.
to prison.
Yeah, I didn't have that, you know. And all of a sudden, one day, my friend took me up to the lake in the town I grew up with,
Yeah.
and I screamed and I cried, and he just walked away and let me. He didn't try to stop me. He didn't try to baby me. He just let me have it all. And when I left there, I realized, you know what? It's time to let go, because if we continue on with resentment towards whomever, whether cat, dog, person, sister, brother, whomever, then we're allowing that energy to win. You taught me that.
And
You
it's-
remember that when we
it's
first
true.
started to come on in? And that is true. We're always allowing, and in fact, the spirit of my dad came through and asked me for forgiveness, didn't
He
it?
did.
Yeah.
You know?
He did.
So that was pretty cool. You have a grandmother that passed away?
I have one living right now.
Yeah.
She's the only surviving grandparent.
So you had one that passed? Is it
Mhm.
on your mother's side?
I'm not sure which side it's on.
Okay, you don't know them.
Yeah, I don't know
Okay.
him too close. No.
Because I had this female spirit that says, well, like a grandmother told me to tell you that she is very proud of you.
Yeah.
She also told me you look like her.
Oh.
And she also said she wished she had the courage to do what you're doing. And she told me to tell you she's got your back. There's a lot of music in the background. You have a lot of ancestry that is supporting you. Did you have an uncle that passed also?
A lot of family members have passed.
Yes, okay. You got a lot on both sides that are supporting you. But you also have some that need to come back and make amends for a lot of people. You are from a large family,
I am.
okay? You have a lot of aunts and uncles that you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I see you going to a reunion.
Ooh.
There's going to be like 200 people there.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
And you're going to plan the whole thing.
I'm gonna be planning this.
Yes, you are. Because Miss Perfect wants it done her way. You will allow your mother to help you. And I'm looking at 5 years.
Okay.
Okay. By then you're also going to have a house on the lake, on the ocean. Well, either the lake or the ocean. You like the water?
I love the water.
I'm looking at down towards your Georgia line.
Georgia.
But I definitely see you, and you're going to have to rent a big empty lot or a big house where you can have all, because there's going to be a lot of people there. Going to be a lot of music. Lot of booze.
Booze.
Who has a reunion without booze?
True.
My family, my family, they don't allow booze with their
That must be
reunions.
boring.
It is totally boring.
You have to drink in order to get there, right? No.
No. I mean, no. We
Have a good time.
have a good time. Everybody talks, plays games, gets
And
along.
there's a lot of traditional meal that's going to be served
Mm-hmm.
there. Okay. You do a lot of traditional cooking?
Oh
in
yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Well, when you come in April, you'll have to bring in one of your traditional dishes.
I
will
shall.
not be bashful.
I shall. I
All
shall.
right, I can't eat it here, but I can eat it when I get home.
Yeah.
We used to be able to have food on here.
No, you can't anymore.
No. Well, people don't respect the place. You know,
People were making messes.
yeah,
and
they were
not
making
cleaning
messes
up after
and-
themselves.
now we have to wear cats, on here and stuff like that, And, well, that was awesome.
This
You
is
guys,
great.
do you want to go home early? Have him sit the...
Yeah, sure,
I'm
of
gonna
course.
go to the bathroom. Yeah, I'll be right back. We're going to be getting ready here.
Okay.
Everything ready.
So Norm's gonna go just ask Paul to put a video on. So Paul makes.
Oh, I've got a video all set to go.
See? What he does is he makes videos of the history of Manchester,
Yeah.
and they're really, really good.
Why do you think my family ended up in New Hampshire, of all places?
That's been edging at my mind all day, and I really think it was somewhere where they felt their children would be
do well.
safe. Couldn't go down south. Couldn't, there were, other barriers to going a lot of places. And nobody wants to live in Massachusetts.
No. When he said that, I'm like, I'm not living there.
Nobody wants to live there.
I guess maybe if I get so much business there, I might have to get an apartment
Right.
somewhere outside the city.
But I think coming here, it gave your family some sense of safety,
Yeah.
where you would have an opportunity. You know, like if they had settled like in New York City, you just would have been in the you know, the whole sea of people there, and they
Mhm.
wouldn't have had the opportunities that they did have. I mean, your father particularly has always worked very, very hard. Now he's working on giving back by working with the kids and still trying to, you know, provide for his family.
Well,
Those
yeah.
opportunities wouldn't have been in like New York or somewhere else. So here was where you could be safe. You could have opportunities.
Okay, we got 5 more minutes. I want to thank you for coming on. It was a great pleasure.
Thank you.
And I'll look for you being a co-host with me. We'll have a
Yeah.
lot of fun. I'll pick on you more then because you won't be able to smack me.
I won't be here to kick him under the table.
But it'll be fun. If you want to, your mom wants to come and listen, she's more than welcome to, or anybody. We always encourage. Hey, Mary didn't call today.
Yeah, I know. I hope Mary's okay.
We always encourage people to bring guests in if they want to. I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
my
know.
mom came on.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
mom can come on.
It was so funny when her mother
The first
came on
time.
the first time. I'm not going up there. I don't have anything to say. And next thing you know, she and I said that we
Well,
went.
yeah, we're sitting down, and all of a sudden she trucks right over, pops
She just
herself
pops
down, and
her.
Bless her,
guess
and
she
it was
changed
so
your
cool.
mind.
And she's more than your mother's more than welcome to come.
Yeah, those two talked like I wasn't even here, so
Yeah.
I just.
She and I carried on a conversation, you know. And we've actually had a couple of people that could out-talk me.
Just a few.
Just a few.
Just a
you know.
few.
But I want to thank you once again for coming on.
Thank you guys.
And Lauren, it's so good to have you back. And it was a panicking last week, but I got over it. And for every one of you that are out there, Paul Cormier is going to give us a good, how do you pronounce historical?
History of Manchester.
History of Manchester. He does this. You like the history of different towns and cities?
I do.
And this one he's done a great job with it. And Paul is going to enlighten us with more. Enlighten, that's another word for me. With more. And folks,
Said all the syllables too.
is huh?
You
Yes,
said
all the syllables. And so, folks, remember that
Keep
every.
talking. Keep talking.
Keep talking.
Remember, okay, as we keep talking, remember every day you're always a winner. And you are, you know that, right? And don't be afraid to grab the bull by the horn. I won't say what they usually say, but I'll
She's
be nice.
not. She's not shy.
Well, how about and go be successful for you, not anybody else. Because if you try to be successful for someone else, it doesn't work. When I got sober, I was trying to do it for everybody else until one day I learned I had to do it for me. It's everything you do, and I will truly believe that your brother is okay.
Okay,
That
I'll
your
stop.
brother is innocent.
Okay.
You know, if he wants to
Thank you.
call me sometime, give me a call. What do you say?
He said he's all set.
Okay, folks, we'll see you all next week. And remember, you're the winner.
Yeah.
This is such a great show.
Yeah.
This is
Huh?
great.
Yeah.
Great. By that.